Well, hello everyone. How are you this afternoon? I'm Jeanette Collins and I'm here and I'm so excited to do this card with you. I'm working with Stargazing DSP and I want to show you a special technique today too. But there is a little bit I want to show you on my desk before we get started on the card. And by the way, I'm calling my Tuesday, 1:00 p.m. Central Time. I'm calling it She Stamps Cards, okay? I just thought it would be fun to have a name on it. So this is my second episode, I think. Anyhow, all right, let me show you what I have on my desk so we can start with the cards. This card, oh, that DSP is so pretty. It's just so fun. Okay, let me get to, let's see how I do this. There it goes. I'm down here at the bottom. Can you see me? Okay. Today I'm using the Stargazing DSP, and last week what I told you is that I got a paper share from a gal in New York because I love the way she wraps everything. But so my challenge for me is I'm not going to let my paper shares just sit there and then order the paper, even though I haven't worked with it. So I am really trying to work with these papers. This is the Stargazing and it's really cool. And that's what our card will be today. But also I just wanted to make you aware that starting on, in 2 days, on June 1st, there's going to be a 15% discount on all our, I don't know, I think it says select paper. So it may just be the ones, the designer ones, like in the, well, actually here it is. Let me show you. Because I just made these so that you could see. Okay, so it's the Bright and Beautiful. These are the sweets, Countryside, Delightfully Eclectic, and I believe that is this first one I have here. See, these are my 6x6, and I've already taken them out of the packaging so that I can kind of thumb through them and look at them instead of having to take them out every time. So this is that big set. I think it's like 48 sheets that you get of 12 by 12. So that's really cool. Let's see. Countryside Inn is the blue. I've seen this so much online already. Everybody went to it right away because it is precious. It is precious. So these are my 6x6s that I still need to work with. Okay, and we said Delightfully Eclectic. I showed you that one. Earth and Elegance, Fresh as a Daisy, which I've used. Glorious Gingham. Now, I have that in my little bucket. I'm going to show you where I put all my paper share stuff. Hello, Irresistible. Now, this was an online special. And Inked Botanicals. I have that one in there. I'm probably going to get that paper for sure. And just a little bit more. Les Shop, Let's Go Fishing, Masterfully Made. If you like creative stuff, oh my gosh, you got to get that paper. Today we're working with Stargazing, and then we've worked with, or I've worked with Zoo Crew. So that's the ones that are on sale, starting June 1st all the way to the end of the month, to June 30th. So it's 15% off. And if you are a hobby demonstrator, that means you can double dip. You get your discount plus that 15% off. So it's a very, very good deal. And that's why you want to be a demonstrator. And if you would like to be a demonstrator, please contact me. I'll give you my contact information in a minute. So these are my 6x6s. This is of that balloon one. Here's the fishing one. I'm just going to show you real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on this. I think I'm going to get this, even though it's a lot of fly fishing, and my husband doesn't do fly fishing. He's, we're down here in Texas, and It's either bass fishing or on the coast, on the Gulf, in the Gulf. I love this one. I think I'm going to have to get this whole suite. You know what? Because of this, look how it looks like it's embossed. That just blows my mind. So that's why I want to get this one. I just think it's so cool. I mean, that is just amazing. Even this one kind of. Okay, so I love that one. This is the Le Shop with all the French things in it and little storefronts and stuff. And then for sure, I'm getting this one, the inked in texture, I think it's called. But look at those little flowers. I think this is so pretty. See, I like the more artistic stuff. But that's just me. Oh, and this one. Oh, I love this one too. Because this one also has that 3D look. If you look at this, put it down. I mean, it looks like those flowers are just popping out of the page. These. Ah, I just love that. I don't know how they did it. And this is kind of, oh, it's just gorgeous. Love that. Oh, this one too. This is the one, another one that pops out of the page. Look at those roses, how they're popping out. I don't know who designed this, but I sure would like to know how they did that. Even these, those little white flowers look like they're standing up above the others. And then this is the torn paper one. So that's kind of cool. I'm getting that for sure. So anyhow, that is my paper share right there out of their little packaging. And this is how I put my paper share. So this is the rest of it. I got a paper share. So here's the rest of my paper, like those subtles, neutrals, regals, brights, and this, oh yeah, and that was what we've already worked with. Here's the soft shimmer paper. So all the specialty papers in there. The gold, what is that called? Oh, that's for that birthday set. Okay, here's that gingham. So definitely. And then these are the end colors. So just, I just love it. So I'm going to keep working, try to get through all that before I order. And I have all month to order. And then then she sends all the little accessories like the bling, and they're all labeled. And then she labels all of all the ribbons. And so I have a ribbon share too. And it's just so wonderful because most of the time that's about all I'll use all year long is what I get in that share as far as the ribbon and the bling I have to do sometimes. Okay, so back to what we're doing today. We're doing stargazing, and that was the paper, and it's so awesome. Okay, so put this away because we don't need this. I have two more cards planned under there. All right, let me show you the card that we're going to do. Let me put this aside because it's all right there. Here's the surprise. Are you ready? It says I should be able to comment after going live. Let's see if I'm gonna put hello in there real quick again. Well, there I am. All right. So stargazing, my 6x6 and all my paper share. Now, the card we're going to make today that I made is this one with the stargazing. Because, you know, I don't have the stamp set, and I'm probably not going to get this stamp set. It's kind of not my thing. But I pulled, this is the new texture paper. And, of course, this is just another one of the it's the back of one of these papers. And then I use that, what is it called? I have it right here. The holographic trio paper. So I pulled this out today and using it. Oh, and here's the other one. It's called the Color Texture Paper. And my gosh, y'all, it has a sheen. I mean, it is so pretty. Let me see if I can get it on there. See, it does have a sheen, and they're actually on both sides, so you can choose which side you want to use. And it's all in the brand new, no, it's last year's in colors. Orchid Oasis, Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide. But this holograph paper, oh my gosh, this actually will hurt your eyes. This one right here, I'm not going to flash you too hard. And the silver I use, look at that. And then this is Berry Burst, but it goes so perfectly with the paper. I mean, with this paper. So I use that. So that's what this one is. This is Berry Burst. Look at that. Cool. Now, you may be saying, well, what is this? This was last year and the year before, Amazing Thanks. Now, this is retired, but you may have it. So I went ahead and used it because you may already have it, and you know, it just goes so nicely. Now, what I'm going to show you today is how I made it look so lifted. So that's going to be fun. All right, so Amazing Thanks is what I used. If you have this, and I actually used I die cut one of these. This is the Amazing, and then I cut a lot of the top that goes inside. So there's like a shadow, that shadow one behind it, and then okay, so that's that. Let's see. Oh, I've got my things under here. I'm so ready to do this. All right, so I've shown you the card, but today we're going to go with this paper. Now, I already cut just this part off because I wanted to show you something. Okay, this was my 6x6. Do I have it backwards? Yep, I sure do. It goes over here and here. I think because I have it upside down. But when I was looking at this, actually, I was thinking, well, you know, I could cut some of this out because when you use your punch or circle stylish shape dies, you can actually, oh, I don't have it in here. Okay, you can actually use like your punch. I think this is the punch. And you can cut this out and still tuck it under something. So that's the technique I'm going to show you too, is that we're going to use this cut out and tuck it under to make it look something different. Okay, I think that's what I did. So that's that. So, okay, so we're going to, I wanted to start because this is, well, let's just start and get this card base done and get the layer done, and then we'll play with the letters and stuff. Okay, I'm using a standard size, A2 standard size card, card base in black, and this will be for the inside. Okay, so we'll just set this aside because we glue that on after we get this made. Okay, here's the holographic I'm using, and here's that Tahitian Tide shiny paper that I was just showing you how you can use either side. All right, now I can glue these on because what I thought is like I don't need a bunch of it to show, but I just need a little. And I'm going to tuck it all the way at the top here. And I am going to end up cutting this off. You know what? Let me cut it off first because see, it's not going to fit the card. Look, see, it's going way over. Okay, so let me cut that. If you're watching me, you're going, oh, what are you doing, crazy lady? Well, you know, doing videos is not the easiest thing, but I try. Okay. This has to be 5.5, so I'll put both pieces in there, and I'm looking for my 5.5, which if you have Stampin' Up cutter, it's this line all the way down that makes that 5.5. So it starts at the top. So that's easy to know. Just slice that off. So that's all we need. And then we're going to slice off the card base. So I think I'm going to turn it this way. So I'm going to cut off the bottom right at the 5.5. You see how it starts up here and keeps going down that line. That's that 5.5. I'm trying to think if I need any more of that. Okay, I got to flip it again. I think I want this off. Okay, that's better. Okay, here we go. There we go. And I should have it at 4 1/4 width. Let's check that. There's my 4. And the 1/4 would be the next big line. Yep, it looks like it's just fine. So that's done. All righty. All right. So let's go ahead and put this here. Actually, yep, put this here. And let's get these glued on. This would be called the layer or the panel. And I want to put these two together first. So let me get my glue. Make sure it gets started. Where's my little scratch paper? Okay, it's ready. Hope y'all all had a good Memorial Day weekend. It was good for us. My husband and I just did it. There's some normal things together, but it was so nice just to be together all day long. Because, you know, sometimes you can get sick of each other. But we've been apart for a lot because he's been traveling. So it was real nice. Okay, I'm going to move this away and put this strip down. Oh, measurements quickly. So this piece is 1.5. And I'll measure this one in a second. Get it down and get it about the same on each side. That's so cool, isn't it? So the little blue, move it just a little bit. The Tahitian tide is 1 1/4. So it's about, I mean, look at that. It gives you that 1/8 inch. Look at that color popping out. So fun. All right. And now we're going to glue it onto this card like so. And so it can be shiny. I imagine there's lots of shiny things if you were to fly in space. And I'm sure one of these days our grandkids or maybe the greats will be doing that. You never know. It's just amazing how technology just changes so quickly. Oh, I don't know if I told you, but my name's Jeanette Collins and you're at Stampin' to Connect, stampin2connect.com. I come every Tuesday for She Stamps Cards and does something like this. I come 1 o'clock Central. So I hope you start joining me every Tuesday. Okay. Make sure that's pretty straight. Put it on this line and take a look. Pretty good. Okay, good enough. There. Ta-da. So fun. All right. Now, the next step we're going to do is I want to do some of the lettering with you. Okay, here's my little U's and R's. And what I'm going to do is the same thing I did here. Now, these little letters are also discontinued. I'm so sorry, but I have to use my stuff. I just love using even if it's retired. So, but the reason why I do this is because if you have it, go pull it because, you know, you may have forgotten about it too. Playful Alphabet Dies. Okay. So maybe you have that in your stash. But if not, you can use what is in our catalog right now, Alphabet a la mode. So these are really pretty because they're so thin. You know, they're great. So, but if you have some old little ones, you sure can use that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use and stack these instead of using any kind of dimensionals. Okay, now this will be my top one. Where's my other R? Better be here. It'll show up. No worries, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with the first U, and I do like to use reverse tweezers. And I'm going to glue on top and then place this U on top of it. So just kind of spread some glue. It doesn't have to be completely. Can you see what I'm doing? Just a little bit. Just barely squeeze and then kind of rub it, and it will be perfect for you. All right. And then take this one. Let me get my other poker. I got to hold it down. Now we're going to pick up this one and hold this one down with a tool so it doesn't slide around, and place it there. Now notice I did not put it down perfectly, but since it's glue, all you have to do is kind of shift it with your fingers, and it makes a stack. And what I usually like to do is, like I just did one stack, I like to do 3, like I would do 3 of the black and then put my topper on. But for time's sake, I wanted to just do the 2. Okay, so now this one we're going to put on the back side because it's going to go on top of the black. Same idea here. This is stacking letters to make it look like almost like a chipboard lift. But I'm going to show you what I love on this. Get some of that glue. What I love, slide it to get it just right. Okay, get it off my fingers. What I love about this is that I've got my, shiny paper. But when you turn it to the side, you see the black. And that to me is so cool. And plus it makes it look lifted on your paper, because that's what I did on this one. I did all black, but then if you turn to the side, it looks like it's lifted, especially this one. Okay, so I'm going to do the R real quick. And I hope I can find that silver R. Okay, so, well, we can do it this way too. Put it on the back side. It's however your brain works. Oh, I got that the very first time. I didn't have to wiggle it. That is perfect on there. Okay, let me look. Oh, by the way, this is just, it's Teflon. It's like one of those things that you put in your oven. So if you go to Bed Bath & Beyond or something and just order one of those things that go inside your oven, I cut it up and use them, because then you can just wipe off the glue that way. Okay, where are you, little silver? Come on, show up. Show up. I'm going to keep this one here so I don't lose it. This is what we're doing. You. And now we're looking for the silver R. I think I found it. There it is. All righty, let's do it. Okay, put this one here. This one can be down. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I guess I could pull you a little closer. Oh, scoot you over. Okay, we're going to have to put the glue on this back side because it's going on top of this one. And if you don't have reverse scissors, order them because they're wonderful. See, look how I'm barely holding the end of that. So you can really, it's really your third hand. All right. I am live on YouTube and Facebook on my Facebook page. It's my business page called Stampin' to Connect with Jeanette. And the reason why I named it Connect is because I had such a wonderful experience connecting with actually one of my sisters, reconnecting with one of my sisters that we didn't talk for over 10 years. But I did it through cards and we reconnected. So that was cool. And now, of course, with the customers, I keep reconnecting or connecting with them. So that's so fun too. Oh, I need my silicone. Not silicone. This is actually Teflon. Okay. Now here I have the outline of, it says I got disconnected on Facebook. Switch. Oh, well. Cancel. I should cancel this too. If they'll let me. There it is. Oh, well. I'll have to. Hopefully I get a recording of it and can put it on there. So maybe that's why I don't have anybody talking to me. It's my Facebook friends. They're like, we can't get in. Oh my gosh. All right, here's my silver. Amazing. But this is the shadow part. So of that set, what's it called again? This one, Amazing Thanks. I think it was in maybe even the last two catalogs. So that was a great set. And like I said, don't be mad at me for using retired. Just go ahead and I do it for those people who have it. And I still like it. I'm going to use it. Okay, so this one already has two. So I'm going to put the third one on the shadow. So I've got to go through all of the gluing, just barely dotting and kind of pulling, dragging, getting that on there. I've seen the reason why I like to do this, I think putting dimensionals on something like this, it would be like incredibly hard. And then if you don't stack them, then they're so flat on your card. But I follow Jennifer. I used to follow Jennifer McGuire, faithfully. And she's like the card guru, but she works for all different kinds of companies and stuff. And she might have been a Stampin' Up person in the very beginning, because I know there's another gal that was, and she still has some of her, she'll pull out some of her Stampin' Up stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I remember. So can't think of her name right now. But anyway, Jennifer McGuire does this stacking. So you have that heavier weight on your card, and it kind of gives it, like I said, that chipboard look. I mean, look how much stiffer that is than it was before. So I have my Amazing on there. And it's all in the black letters so that when you turn to the side, all you see is the black. Okay. And now we're going to glue the holographic that I cut out. Like I said, you just barely squeeze and just kind of, I dot it and then just kind of pull it. It's fine, because then it doesn't squish out unless you really do a big squeeze. Then you're going to have a mess. See, I should be using my tweezers for this instead of me trying to hold it. I'm going to hold it on this A. Can't get it with my finger. There, I got it. Okay. Now I can put it down and keep going. Like I said, it's your third hand. So this technique is stacking, and like I said, it just gives you that extra dimension that you want, but you know, it would just kill you to have to cut something, all the little dimensionals so tiny to fit on this, or you know, most people wouldn't. They would just say, oh well, it's going on flat. So this is the way you do it. Okay, so now we're going to put this down on top of those stacks and let it slide where it needs to go. I've got my A right there. I'm holding on to it. Now I can take it off and slide. And there we have it. Oh, y'all, that's so pretty. Yay. Yay, I'm so happy. Oh, here's my die. I was trying to show you something a while ago. I cut one of my circles with this die, with this one, and even I cut it on the holographic paper thinking, oh, well, that would look great. Well, it didn't. It looked funny because none of these have any stitching around them. So don't use these when if you cut out. You either going to have to, I mean, I use those punches and it worked beautifully. And what did I, oh, and this, the orange on this was the reverse side of one of these papers. So all I had to do is just, you know, run it through my die machine and it was perfect. Okay, you are amazing. So we'll go something like that. I'm not going to put it down yet. Because I want to put those circles in there. Now, let's see if I have circles in there. And pull this off. Okay. I should have them in here. When I get ready, I try to put all my extra stuff in here. And matter of fact, I have, look, some extra words and letters and stuff in there. So I'll hang on to this if I do another card, something like this. Now, these are the two I cut out. And the first time I cut out with that die that has the stitching, and I didn't like it. So what I did instead, where's the bigger one? That's 2-inch. Oh, right here. I grabbed my new 2 3/8 inch and recut it. I mean, it was already die cut with the stitches, and then I just recut it. So it's perfect. Perfect size. And this one is the 2-inch. So, like so. This is the holographic. Oh, so awesome. Okay, now because of the galaxy moving behind it, it's like, well, I want it amazing to be sitting in here too. So an extra sparkle, and this actually grounds my amazing instead of having it just, you know, sitting here floating in space. Ha ha. All right. That. Maybe that. And amazing will go there. So I still have, I think that's going to look awesome. Because I didn't want to cover up too many of the big planets behind. So I think it worked out just nicely, just like this one. Now here I used the 2-inch on both of those. So, and this is that, like I told you, that other paper. You know, I just want to, I want to give this to somebody, but you know, when you make a card that's so fun like that, it's like, oh, I don't even want to, I want to keep it. I don't know if you're ever like that, but a picture will suffice. And I'll put it on my blog. Okay, and put this one down. Get my hokey tool so that my fingers are a little sticky. It won't stick to my fingers. Okay, get this one. I wanted to, I don't know what's going on. Facebook, it says it's not there. It's not showing on Facebook. I'll have to go back and see what happened. I hope the YouTube people are going to get to see it. And if you see it as a replay, you guys, leave me a message. I love talking to you guys and seeing what you think. I had a gal from the Woodlands send me an email about her, what was it? Oh, what the little bird thing that's in the spit the words out, in the catalog. It's Bird's Eye View, because I am getting that set. It's so cute. And she made some cards, and she emailed them to me as far as, you know, what they look like. It was so sweet. Okay, now we're going to put this one. Come on, you got to sit right here. So basically, I'm putting him in the middle. Oh, and you got to be careful. If you have glue on your fingers, it will, you know, transfer on. So you might want to have something ready and kind of polish it off. Okay, that's good enough. And this one, I love this one. Okay, let's get it circle glued on. It's my glittery planet, holographic planet. I think you're going to go right here. Kind of in between those two. I think that. And again, the reason why I did that is to ground my word. I don't think anybody would have caught the fact that it was floating in space. So it's not going to be. Now this is a lot easier to put the glue on because it's that shadow part of the word. Ta-da, got it done. Now, put it straight. Let me get this on line and lay it on here. Maybe I need my poke tool again. I'm looking at this line. Close enough. Oh, sticky. Okay, look, it's just the panel. I still haven't glued it onto the card. So let's get the black card base. And that's what will go on that. So just turn it over. Just hold it gently. Oh, look at that. Ah. Oh, let me cut it off. It'll bother me. See if I can. It's awfully little. Yep, I got it. Okay, back to gluing. Oh, and if you look at my glue, see my pen up is stuck in there? That's another little tip. This way, when it gets clogged up, you're not searching for pens. I put one on every bottle. I just slide it in that plastic where I won't get poked. There we go. You know, when I did go searching for what people made with this so far, and it's hardly anything out there. So I guess mine will be, I'll put it on Pinterest. And yay, look at that. I think this one's amazing. And of course, I would have this is my white card. I would put it on the inside. And you are amazing. What would you put on the inside? You can use these for graduation, which I think is awesome. I know a lot of kids are graduating right now. It's the season. But I also went through my stash. And you guys, I found this little, you know, I bet Stampin' Up had the, you know, another set that went with a galaxy or whatever, but I didn't have it. So I found this one that I like. I don't even know who it was made for, because this is how it was in my drawer. So, but this one's kind of cute and it works. And the one I would put inside if I were giving a graduation is Reach for the Stars. You know, celebrating you is good. May all your wishes come true. I think that's the one I pulled to stamp. You Shine Bright. That's another nice one. I Love You to the Stars and Back. And thank my lucky stars for you. So this is a real nice stamp. I don't know where I got it, but it's probably 15 years old or something. But that's the kind of sentiment I would put on the inside of these, especially for graduation. All right, so am I done or am I done? Here's my two cards. I think they're wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I mean, which one would you choose? Which one would you want to keep? That's what the question is which one do you want to keep? I just think they're so great. So anyway, I had fun doing this, and I hope you're going to get to see the replay. I hope I'm going to have to go look at Facebook and see what happened on my Facebook page. If you need to get a hold of me, let's see, let me put a banner up real quick. You can get a hold of me by my email right there. Stampin', oh, it's not Stampin', it's stampjcollins, because my name is Jeanette Collins. stampjcollins@gmail.com. Here is my blog, which is just, you know, type in Stampin', not the G, stampin2connect.com, because I'd love to connect with you. Yes, I would. And let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, I think I just have my shop. So on my website, you can go to the shop, and it will take you straight to it. But a lot of people still like to use, the old way of putting my name, JeanetteCollins.stampinup.net, and then you can shop there too. So I hope you enjoyed this. I was sure happy to be with you today. So, and I might be here on Friday, but for sure I will be here next Tuesday. So look forward to that and for another session of She Stamps Cards. Bye. Thank you for being here. Bye.